Welcome back, I am Izzy Noodles and the adventure continues with Mists of Avalon. We are in the Lost Realm today. So just advance forward through this doorway. We can't go up the stairs there, that's just a collapsed in corridor. So we're going to make our way to the other side of this chasm. These jumps are pretty simple enough. There is the odd one though where you think it's going to be a struggle. So I'll just go ahead and make my way through. Okay, so from here is how we would reach that ledge, but on this last column there is a shotgun, so we may as well grab this. Okay, and now we have to just loop back around. So getting out of this can be a little tricky. You need to do the half tile jump, so make sure you're good at that. And you need to go kind of diagonally because, as you can see, you still don't have very much room to move. There we go. So yeah, this opening section of the game at least is pretty dark and the light doesn't illuminate very much, especially in this chasm section. Okay, and this jump can be a little tricky. You need to veer to the left, but not too far to the left because of the diagonal section. So, wish me luck. There we go. So it's rare that I miss, but it can be easy to miss. Okay, around we come. Be careful because we have a few spike traps now. And some fuzzy friends. Okay, deal with them. Continue and we'll have some more spike traps. So these ones, we can see these ones retracting back into the ground again. The ones that are not, when you hover over them tiles, they will kill you. So you want to time your way through these ones. Okay, and same again here. Nice. Okay, and here we're going to climb up these vertical poles to reach that opening up there. So you do have to jump forward onto this pole. I was a little too far away. I wasn't sure if I would make that. So you can't make this jump just by standing next to the pole. You have to jump towards it. Make sure you're high enough above the flame before jumping to the next one. Just make sure the camera angle completely covers this second pole and you are lined up perfectly. Nice. Okay, so what's the sitch? Well, we actually want to get into that opening, but we can see more spike traps on the ground and we need to deactivate those because, again, those ones will activate when you hover over them and they'll just go ahead and kill you. So come and pull this lever. And we can see some spikes retracting. That definitely wasn't the ones that I've just shown you. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, just getting out of here can be tough. Okay, so just behind the pole is an opening in the wall just ahead of me there. So that's where those spikes retracted from. That's where we're heading to now. Okay, so just a standing jump. If you do a running jump, you'll actually miss. And then when you jump off a pole, Lara actually gains a bit of height. So jumping from here will make her bang her head on this flaming torch, and she'll actually just not grab the pole in front. She'll miss the opportunity because of her animation. Or she'll be lingering in the air for too long because of that. That's why. That's why. That's also one reason I saved right there when you think these jumps are simple. Okay, so again, to this pole, and then obviously we need to be a little bit lower. There we go. So I was able to demonstrate what I was talking about. Didn't really want to. Okay. And then into this gap. And then go ahead and pull this lever. So it's not shown as what it's done, but it did deactivate those spikes. So now we can enter that passage. Okay. So yeah, these are active now in the way that they, you know, come out and retract again. So just time your way through. Better than how it was anyway. Follow the corridor. And here we go. This is our main section for now. So you heard crumbling, which might imply that these stairs are gonna collapse. They're not, so don't panic. You have all the time in the world to get down the stairs. So let me come to the other side and you'll see our objective right now. So there is another doorway, but we need a key. So right now we're going to be looking for the key. Let me firstly grab some items that are in this area. So just retracing my steps a bit, just on this right hand side of the staircase, there's some shotgun shells. So once you pick these up, just get out of the way real quick. Otherwise you'll get squashed by that boulder. There's also some more shotgun shells in the water just by this skeleton. Okay, and on the left hand side of the staircase as well, there is an important item that we will need. If you miss it by the time you need it, you will have to come all the way back. So through to here we can crawl under the waterfall. Okay, and then just follow it round until we can pull out. And just here there's a slope behind me. I'm going to do a backflip and again grab this. That just saves doing too many flips in the air. And this time pull up and you will need to flip in the air to grab this. Okay, hop to here, and here is our important item. This is a cog. So we need 2 altogether, and as I've said, if you do not grab this first one at this point, you will have to come back. Okay, and a shortcut just through here is our exit. And we are back on the other side of that little waterfall. Okay, so now moving on to actually find the key. Let me have a save point. Just in case. I probably didn't need to save my game, but I've had a few accidents so far, so I just don't want to keep redoing stuff. And you saw me equip my Desert Eagle as well. There's a lot of cobwebs in here, don't you think? Yeah, and that's what made the cobwebs. So we've got a spider there. There's another big spider somewhere about here. Roundabout. It's pretty cool how you can see the spiders while they're inactive. There's one just sitting around over here. A few of them sitting in the cobwebs as well. Okay, so following the left-hand wall, you should come to this hole in the ground. There is a small med pack. And there is just another item. Whoops. I fell down the hole because I panicked. But yeah, there's the second spider. For now, there's no more active spiders. Okay, so we can see this door. Before I do anything about the door, there's just one more item. Okay, got some Desert Ranger ammo. So now, close to the corner where I got the Medpack, it's kind of easy to get a little lost in that corner. It looks like there's quite a few nooks and crannies. So following the doorway, come around. And so it's actually just in that glowing niche just there, I think. Let me confirm. That's where I picked up the... Nope. Medpack. Over in this corner, I picked up the Medpack. So now straight forward by this wall with the glowy things and up this slope in this dark corner. Can you please? Okay. There is this lever. So this is what's going to open that door. It is timed and we will activate 3 spiders. So when you're ready... So the door is timed, and I'm just going to ignore the spiders and run straight on in. The spiders can go in the doorway as well. You can see that, yeah. Well, he's come out again. Oh, he's gone back in, okay. Not sure where he wants to go. Okay, best to jump but then come straight around. It's easy to get stuck on the slopes. And then the door, regardless, will close when you are through, regardless of how much time is left. So that's handy for ignoring the spiders anyway. I got lucky there. There's often a spider still straggling in the room or just happens to follow me in as the door's closing. So now in here there is a block just behind me. I'm going to move that so I can start climbing upwards. Okay, so move it as far as it will go this way. The ground gets uneven, so you can't move it anymore along the wall, but then pull it twice away from the wall. I think it's done now. Didn't need to pull it twice, I've just realised. But that's fine. As long as you can reach this ledge above. So it's actually just once forward now. I was thinking it's once away from the wall and then 2 forward, but I did it 2 away from the wall and then just 1 forward. Whichever way round, as long as you can reach this ledge. Okay, and next we're jumping over to here. It kind of looks like you're not sure if you can reach it, but you can reach this easy peasy. Okay, and then just running jump with a grab straight across to here. Behind these bars is the key we are looking for. So we're just about there. We've not got far to go. Just got to go around that corner. Straight on through. Okay, and there's an opening at left and right. We're going to continue to the right to get the key. The left-hand path is the return path. Okay, and you see this cave here? You want to know what's inside that cave? You don't want to know what's inside that cave. Okay, picking up the key. Aha. Cool beans. So now, you want to know what's inside that cave? This time I'll show you what's inside that cave. I'm going to save. Okay, so even if you are on the next tile space ahead, this triggers the animation. Okay, so we can't actually go past that cave. Like, the first time round you can go into the cave to a point and then you do get attacked, but this time we can't go past the cave at all. So we need to find another way around. So all we got to do is climb up to here and then again straight on up to the next level. I'm a little bit too far to one side. There we go. And there's this opening that we can drop through here. So just come back this way. I think, nope, that leads me back that way. I took a wrong turn. Okay, from the hole in the ground, here we go. So that's the way I entered this area. So now just come to this way. This is the return path I pointed out, the left-hand path. And slide on down and we're back at a familiar spot. You don't really want to linger here though, because remember I did leave some spiders alive. So now we've got the key, we can proceed. So there is just another pickup on the left hand side. She is stuck. Stuck in the cobwebs, that's what it is. Okay, and straight on up and use the key. Okay, switching to pistols, we've got some bats. Okay. Oh, mind these traps, I always forget about these. So before we had these kind of traps and they didn't do damage if they were stationary and you just happen to touch them, but this time these ones do damage, so be careful of these ones. Okay, and I'm gonna take a detour just here for a secret. I wanted to, there we go. Okay, so coming to this side, just hop to this corner. And it's best to walk because it can be tricky to see where you can stand. So now just do a running jump to here, grab the edge, and then shimmy until you can pull up. Okay, this is a diagonal slope, come up to this more pointed part by the wall. And I'm going to have another save. I don't really want to come back around again if I happen to fall. Okay, and then just do a running jump. A standing jump could be sufficient, but I don't like to stand too close to the edge in case she just messes up anyway. Although I did just mess up that regardless. Let's try it again. That's another reason I don't like to be too close to the wall. There we go. And then from this left edge, be all the way forward and all the way to the left. And you can just do a standing jump, but be sure to hold down the forward button. You just get that little bit of extra forwardness, just like you do when you're trying to jump up a slope. It just ensures that you miss this sloped edge. And here is our secret. Nice. Okay, and now just rush back around again. Don't forget about the spikes. Okay, this time straight across this bridge. So we're gonna start climbing. So these jumps can seem kind of tricky. So over to here, and then up to here. For the next jump, I find it easier not to be right into the corner. You need to jump onto this flat section just a little bit higher than me in front. There we go, not too tricky, but it can seem like one of them tricky jumps. So the next jump can be tricky to spot as well. Just straight on forward to this flat section. And now to here. Okay, now over to here. Again, I'm not going to stay too close to the wall in case she just bounces off the wall. That might be just a personal preference to me. I don't like being close to the walls because I know I'm very good at bouncing off them. Okay, and next to here, this next one is actually kind of tricky. There is a slope, a triangular slope right in front of me. Excuse me. Did you fall? Okay. So you want to be on this higher part close to the wall. You need to kind of curve around. This can seem tricky because it's kind of a blind jump. You're gonna curve straight around here. Nicely done, and then to here. And that's the hard part out the way. For now. Okay, next we've got a boulder trap just here. So carefully activate it and then just hop back immediately. You're gonna stop. Okay, ooh, I touched it, it's fine. Okay, we've got a step here. Make sure you are on the right hand side of the step because there's another boulder trap. Okay, some more relatively simple jumps. Okay, and to the other side. Oops, oopsie daisy. Oh, Lara, oh you. Okay, next we'll have some bats. Get away. Okay. Okie dokie, hop up here. Do be careful. If you're worried about holding the forward button for the reason of getting up the slope, be more to that left hand side. And yeah, that's why we've got a big chasm, so careful of the drop just there, and then head straight into this doorway. From here, just go ahead and grab this. Climb on up, and we can see some spikes. You might assume that we need to remove these spikes, but no, we're not going to remove these spikes. We just have to hop over them. So, remembering that Lara gets a little bit of height as she jumps off poles, it makes this not so tough. Worst case scenario, you see I took a little bit of damage there. You just take a tiny amount of damage. They're not instant death, which is very, very soothing. Okay, so climbing up again, just here. That one's not necessarily a standing jump, by the way. I often unnecessarily do a lot of... no, running jumps is what I meant. I do a lot of unnecessary running jumping. Okay, and that one was a standing jump. Okay, so from here, I did mention we will be looking for 2 cogs. I already have one. And when we found the second one, we'll place both of them in that room there. So now, our aim is to actually find that second cog. So coming into here, we can kind of get a look at what we're doing. We're above the area, which is pretty cool. We need to form the bridge so we can get to the other side. So that's what the cogs are for. So just coming all the way to the far end. Hop this gap. Okay, and we can get into a very sneaky gap just in here. Okay, so hopping to this next column, we will have some more bats. Go away. Okay. Now try not to panic. You won't die if you hop off. You'll take a bit of damage. You'll be fine if you happen to fall. So don't be worrying. Okay, and then hop across and over to this cog here. So down in the pit, we can get down safely. Well, there is an item, so just drop straight on down. There we go. So you not take damage if you drop via the column. If you safety drop. And then just over in this corner, in this little cubby, we've got some shotgun shells. Okay, now we got to get out of here. Easy peasy. Hop and grab this gap and then vault on up again. And there we go. Oh, that was close. I always can tend to get a little cocky on that jump back. Okay. So now we have the second cog, we can go back and place them both. So if you don't yet have the first cog, you can actually pretty simply jump straight down into the water. Should be safe enough. You should have a spot to safely land. Just be careful though. Just be careful. So you see the skeleton, that's the deeper water. Yeah, then you'll have to return all the way back up, which is a bit of a nuisance. Awesome stuff. Now we have a bridge over to the other side. So let's go ahead and cross the bridge. And there are just a couple more items to collect now on this side. So coming all the way to the left. I am going to save because this sequence of jumps isn't tricky, but my goodness, do I fail it a lot. Okay, just straight up to here, and there's a hidden slope. That's why it thwarts me. So straight over, there we go. It's the return that gets me. Okay, and on the far side is this Medpack. Another guy that doesn't need it anymore. Yeah, there's a lot of items by skeletons in this game. Check the skeletons. Okay, now rushing on over to the far side. On the last window there's a pickup. Nice, we got some Desert Ranger ammo. Okie dokie, so this is where I will call the video for today. So you may have noticed we've got one glass section that has a red glow and one glass section that has a blue glow. So we have a heaven and a hell challenge room that are to be done. So I hope you will join me and I will see you there. Take it easy, guys and girls.